also start to notice that if you did not care about survival, nothing would be evil to you. Which, of course, is precisely God's perspective. Because God is nothingness, because God is infinite, God is immortal, it can't be harmed. You can't harm reality. And so, to it, nothing is evil. Or, to put it another way, everything is love. When you realize there's no evil, then everything becomes love. But you, as a selfish ego who's busy surviving, as this organism that you think you are, you can't see infinite love. Because the stuff that's going to kill you, you can't hold it as love. Because you're you, and you've placed you above love. So really the choice is, you can have yourself, or you can have love. But you can't have both. So which are you going to choose? The denial that evil is relative is itself a survival function. How do you defeat evil? By going meta and by transcending survival, by realizing that all evil is actually done out of love. And of course, this is one of the most counterintuitive moves that you can make. And people are so scared of this notion because they're so attached to survival. They can't see outside of themselves and their survival agenda, that it doesn't even occur to most people in their entire lifetime. They can live for 80 years and it never occurs to them that the way to defeat evil is through love. Most people try to defeat evil by doing more evil. They think that by judging evil, this will stop evil. And actually, this just creates more evil, which explains why there's so much evil in the world. It's very counterintuitive to stop evil. Most people who try to stop evil actually create more evil. So watch out about that. You know, because if it did, you'd figure if it wasn't this way, we would have stopped evil thousands of years ago. You know, why would evil continue for thousands and thousands of years, all the way into the 21st century? Only if it was extremely counterintuitive and nobody could stomach doing it. That's the only way evil can persist, and that's exactly how it works. Another key insight for you. Survival is absolutely relentless. The ego is absolutely relentless. So you might wonder, like, Leo, why is life so hard? Why all this suffering? Why all this self-deception? Why are people so evil? And why is awakening so hard? It's simply because you're attached to survival. And that drive is so utterly relentless that you know nothing else. You can't help being evil. You can't help being the devil that you are. See, it's relentless. This is not a moral condemnation of you. I'm not saying that you're a devil and therefore you're bad. It's just ignorance. You're just acting out of ignorance and unconsciousness. And so therefore, you're not morally responsible for this. You're not bad at all. You're just an ignorant devil. If you knew better, if you were more conscious, you'd stop doing it. But you don't know how to do that. Unless you do, in which case you're not a devil, or you're less of a devil than you would have been. Another key insight for you is that survival is so important that you, the ego, cannot be trusted with it. So most of your survival functions are automatic. Precisely because it's too important to entrust to your conscious mind. So it's relegated to your subconscious mind. So for example, your heartbeat, that's absolutely important. If your heart stops beating for even a minute, you're going to be dead. So of course that means we can't leave it up to your conscious mind. It's all done automatically for you. Likewise, most of your emotions work this way. You're not conscious of how you get angry or fearful or why you get excited or horny or why you get lonely or depressed. You're not conscious of any of these emotions. They're acting you. They're playing you. This is how the body gets done what needs to be done, is by playing you. You're not playing it. It's playing you like a piano with these emotional keys and chords that it strikes every day to get you to do what it needs to do. And the stuff that's relegated to your conscious mind, to your ego, is some important stuff, but a lot of it is not that important. The most important stuff is too important to leave to you. Because if you had a say about whether you get horny or not, or whether you react with pain or not to getting, stabbed in the foot or something like that, you'd be dead long ago. You wouldn't be here listening to this. You'd be dead already. See, this stuff has to be relentless, absolutely relentless. And this is precisely what creates that sense of reality, of physical reality. A lot of people mistake pain and suffering for reality. And they think, well, Leo, if it's painful, it must be real. No, that's actually precisely how the illusion of reality gets created, is we create a knee-jerk automatic reaction from you against pain and suffering, which prevents you from ever questioning it